Thank you.
Have you decided what you want yet?
I guess I need some more time.
Okay, but remember, we close at 6. That's only 3 hours away. I was just teasing, Kathy. You take as long as you want. I'll come back to you. Hi.
Hi, Jenny. 2 usuals, please.
Come on, Tony. You guys never have the same thing twice. What's it going to be this time?
I'll have a butterscotch sundae with Rocky Road ice cream.
Ooh.
And a little bit of hot fudge.
Surprise me, but keep it under $2.50.
Yes, sir. I'll bring it over as soon as it's ready.
Thanks, Jenny. How's college?
Oh, it's great. What I'm learning at school, I'm using here.
You're learning how to make ice cream at college?
No, she's learning how to be a counselor.
One day I want to do the same thing your Uncle Tony does, be a high school counselor.
You'll be a good one, too.
When I was in high school, I had some tough decisions to make. Tony showed me how to handle them. Since then, I've been learning everything I can about the whole business of making up your mind. You know, deciding which ice cream flavor to have can be tough, especially when there are so many to choose from. Now, picking chocolate or pistachio won't really have much effect on your life. But as you grow up, you're going to be faced with more complicated decisions, and the choices you make can affect you for a day, a year, or even the rest of your life. I've started to realize that every decision I make gives me a hand in shaping my own life. Even hard decisions are getting to be fun. But then, I have a system. I've even written it down and shared it with some of the kids that come in here, and I'd like to share it with you, too. This is my decision-making system. Use it whenever you have trouble making a decision. Just follow the 5 steps. First, know what's important to you. If you keep in mind what's important to you in any situation when you have to make a decision, you'll probably make a choice you'll be happy with. Second, consider all your alternatives. If you think you have to make a choice between just one thing and another, you may be overlooking something. Step 3 is gather information. If you're choosing between several different kinds of bicycles, find out everything you can about each of them. And remember, advice is information too. Step 4 is consider the consequences. Use your imagination to see what the outcome of each of your possible alternatives might be. Step 5 is make your decision and act. Don't delay. You'll feel much lighter inside once you've handled it. Like Amy over there. Last week, she had to make a decision.
Hello, Peter's resident.
I'm starved.
Oh, hi, Mrs. Harrison. Mom's not home yet. Oh, that's great. Nina loves to roller skate. I'll tell you for sure after I get permission. Okay, bye.
Have you ever made a spaghetti sandwich? Well, I better not.
Oh, no.
What's that, your report card?
No, it says that Mrs. Stark called Mom this morning and asked if I could babysit Jeremy on Friday night.
At last, your big chance to start babysitting.
Sure, but Mrs. Harrison just told me that Nina's surprise birthday party is this Friday night. At the Roller Dome.
No contest. Go to the party. Jeremy Stark is a brat. He'll probably break something and blame it on you. Wait until you can babysit someone nice.
It's not that simple. This is the first chance I've gotten, and I want to show Mom I'm serious. You better let me do that.
I want 4 slices, please.
What's that?
It's a decision-making card. Jenny, the girl at the sweet shop, gave it to me. Want to try it out?
Okay.
You better cut the cheese, too.
Okay.
Number 1, know what's important to you.
I want to become a babysitter, and I want to earn my own money.
But your Nina's best friend said you should be at her party.
Yeah, now what?
Number 2, consider all your alternatives.
I can babysit, or I can go to the party.
Or you could take Jeremy to the party and babysit him there.
Well, that's possible.
Or can you babysit and go to the party later?
No, they're both at the same time.
Third step is gather information. Why isn't Nina's party on Saturday? That's her birthday.
It's a better surprise on Friday. Any more steps?
Step number 4, consider the consequences.
If I don't babysit for Mrs. Stark, then she'll have to find another babysitter and may not call again. And Mom might not think I'm serious. If I don't go to the party, I'll miss out on all the fun of the roller skating rink. And I might hurt Nina's feelings. Because it's a surprise party, I can't talk it over with Nina first. If I could, I know she'd understand. If I tried to do both, babysit Jeremy at the party, I wouldn't have a good time. What's the next step?
Step number 5, make your decision and act.
Great. What kind of action puts you in 2 places at once?
What do you really want to do?
I really want to babysit. That's more important than the party. But I don't want to hurt Nina's feelings. So I'm going to take action. I'm going to send a card to the surprise party telling Nina I'm sorry I can't be there, but that she should meet me on Saturday so we can celebrate her real birthday together. And I'm going to babysit on Friday night.
Now can I have my sandwich?
Just half, and only after the stuff is put away.
Okay, but don't think Jeremy Stark is as easy to push around as I am.
I'll be able to handle him. No sweat. Happy birthday, Nina.
Thanks, Amy. To my best friend, a successful babysitter.
Amy's decision wasn't that hard. By using the steps, she was able to babysit and express her friendship to Nina. It's important to know what you care about. Amy knew that her friendship with Nina was important, but the party wasn't. By being imaginative, she was able to express her friendship and take advantage of the opportunity to babysit. Making a decision is a lot easier once you've sorted out what's important and what's not.
Are you ready to order now?
Well, I'm going to meet a friend here, and I've decided to wait till she gets here, okay?
Sure. Would you like a glass of water while you wait?
Yes, please.
It's okay to postpone a decision until you have all the information you need. Maybe Kathy's friend will want to do something else. She's smart to wait until her friend arrives. Neil was smart, too. He waited until he had all the information he needed before making his decision.
Hey, it's your birthday next week, huh?
Uh-huh.
Have you thought much about that?
Well, I'm going to be a teenager, but it's no big deal.
Your grandmother and I think it is.
What do you mean?
We want to give you a special present. We talked it over with your mom and dad, and they say that we can give you whatever you want.
Whatever I want?
Well, now, don't get too excited. We're not millionaires.
Well, all I want is a pet.
Well, we all figured you'd say that. And your parents said it's okay if you'll take full responsibility for
No
it.
problem. I'll take good care of it.
Any idea what you want?
Well, I'd really like a dog, like Rusty. But I know I can't have one because we live in an apartment. So I might want an iguana or a snake, something none of my friends have. Maybe a parrot or a miner bird.
Sounds pretty interesting, but do you know how to take care of any of those animals?
No, but I can find out. I go to the pet store and see what they have. This is going to be my best birthday yet. I gotta get to the pet store right away. Maybe I could get a monkey and train it to clean my room. If I get a snake or a bird or the iguana, all my friends will think it's great. But I'm going to have to clean the cage and feed it, and that could get boring. I guess what I really want is a dog, like Rusty, but there's no room in the apartment. I better go back to step 1 and figure out what's really important to me, and maybe there's an alternative I've overlooked.
You like your present?
I love it. It doesn't eat or need to be cleaned or make too much noise, and I can play games with it and have fun.
So you finally chose the computer. Grandma and I would never have guessed that. Well, what do you know? You've already learned how to use it. Can I try?
Did you notice Neil made a decision he was happy with only after going all the way back to step 1 and getting clear about what was important to him? He realized he wanted a dog like Rusty. That was impossible because he lived in an apartment. So he decided not to get a pet at all, but he still wanted something special. He'd worked with computers at school, so he knew he could learn as well as have fun with one. That was Neil's decision. You may have made a different one. The important thing is that good decisions are possible when you know what you want and why you want it. Now, sometimes it's hard to sort everything out, and it can be hard to do, but the harder the decision, the more the system can help. A month ago, Ron couldn't even look at ice cream, let alone eat it. He was confused and upset all the time. His parents had just told him they were getting a divorce. Ron was faced with the hardest decision of his life. His parents wanted him to choose which of them he would live with. Ron spent a long time trying to sort out his feelings by himself, but finally realized that he needed someone to talk to.
Ron,
Hi, Uncle Johnny.
come on in, huh? So, what's going on?
Well, you know about Mom and Dad.
Yes.
Did you know they asked me to choose which one I would live with?
That's a pretty tough decision. Have you made up your mind yet?
No. But Mom and Dad said whatever I decide will be okay with them.
What do you want?
I want them to stay together and love each other like they say they love me.
But they've already made their decision, and they think you're old enough to make yours.
My feelings were all mixed up.
Maybe you haven't accepted the fact that they are getting a divorce.
I have. Finally.
Good. Then maybe you're ready to try to make your decision. I think this will help.
How's this going to help?
Well, you go through the steps, and they help you to organize your thoughts and feelings.
How?
It's easy. Step number 1 is know what's important to you.
Well, I love Mom, and I love Dad, and I need them both.
What about your friends and school?
They're important too.
Well, it helps to make a list of all the things that are important to you, and to write it all down.
Oh, yeah?
Right. Step number 2, you consider all the alternatives.
That's easy. I can live with either one or the other.
No, actually, there may be a compromise, so you better think a while before you rule anything out. Maybe you could come up with a way to be with both of them. Step number 3, you gather information. You could find out about the city your dad's moving to.
And if I could have my dog where he'll live?
That's the idea. Then you just have to consider the consequences of each alternative, and you'll be ready to make your decision. But if you get stuck anywhere, just go back to step 1 and remember what's important to you.
Can I keep this?
Sure. You take it home and go through the steps. I know it will help you sort things out.
Can I come back if I need any help?
Anytime, Ron.
So I guess nothing will ever be the same, I guess. I still get lonely sometimes, but at least I made the decision. Things have been a lot better since I did that. I felt like I snapped out of a bad dream or something.
So you'll stay with your father every summer? Some weekends, too?
We'll see. The rest of the time I'll stay here with Mom. I've got my friends here, in school, and my paper route. I hope I can get on the basketball team next year. There's going to be a lot happening.
There's a lot happening right now. Oh, we better get going or we'll miss the game.
I don't know what I want to do with my money. At first, an ice cream feast sounded like a good idea, but now I don't know.
Well, do you want to buy a t-shirt, go to the movies, get some posters, buy a tape? We don't have much time if you want to go back to some of those stores. What do you want to do?
I don't know. Maybe I should save it.
Looks like you've got 2 more customers,
You're right. I'd better go help them right away.
Sometimes it can be so hopeless, Kathy.
May I help you too now? I don't need anything, but my friend here needs a psychiatrist.
I think I have just the thing right here. This is my decision-making system. There's 5 easy steps.
Think about yourself and your friends. You're making decisions every single day. Some important, some not so important. Making a good decision usually requires some effort, like using the 5 steps. Decision-making is your opportunity to express yourself and to let others know who you are. Never forget that good decision-making is best learned by experience. Don't be afraid to make decisions. Use them as opportunities to learn about yourself
Step number
and
2.
to control your own life.
Consider all the alternatives.
Thanks a lot, Jenny. That's just what Kathy needed.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
Bye. Good luck. And good luck to you, too.